Hello, brothers and sisters of land. Welcome to my live. It's not live. To my page. My Facebook on Common Sense. I try to keep it down and nitty gritty under 10 minutes. If it goes over 10 minutes, I'm very fucking important. And not important to liberals, libertarians, people who believe in God, people like to drink, people like ayahuasca, people like DMT, people who like the weed. Okay, we get 80% of you motherfuckers. Let's fly the fuck off. Fly off the coop. Go kill yourself, okay? Listeners' discretion is fucking advised. You've been warned. And of course, I know I have to title my videos differently so the algorithms won't get me and shit. I do not seek subscribers, but you can subscribe if you like. You can down thumb if you like. Okay, there's nothing fucking wrong with it because I'm the hardest, realest motherfucker on there. Okay. But there will be people copied off of me, okay? But overall, let's get to the subject. This subject will be about ideology and also education versus. Now, I just saw this video of this guy who actually was in the territories of ISIS, and he was talking about the ideology is hard to kill, okay? But of course, he is right. Okay. Okay. Then you will understand that ideology is religion itself. Okay. Any form of God or any form of idea of escapism is fucking fucked up because people actually lack education. There you go. And so, religion is the most powerful ideology in the world. It's this an idea to come up with a way to keep people who don't have morals from the medieval times into current times. So when people say I am Christian, I am Muslim, I am this, I am Hindu, that's because the ideology from the pagan side. Paganism is also a form of ideology. You have an idea about the sun, moon, and stars, and also of the earth, but you have no education on it. As a matter of fact, the witches who were killed, okay, basically had education because they were actually doing things to help society. Remember, it's always the other way around. If you start learning and start educating yourself about the natural remedies of the earth, people will start thinking you're talking to a demon. When I tell people I know magic and shit, but I actually have education, they'll automatically talking I'm demonic or some shit. It's reverse, motherfuckers. It's fucking reverse. So the handful of people, which is most likely bound to be agnostic, those people are highly intelligent. This is why I only make my videos towards them, okay, are more likely not to hear my message. There are people who are into ideology, liberalism, more far left brain thinking. They don't have comprehension skills. They don't have constructive thinking. Don't argue with them. Stop arguing with them. Please do not argue with the masses of asses. When you put something out there based off of fact and research, and you said this study says this after a certain period of time, they don't want to hear that shit. They don't want to hear that shit. So the best thing to do is basically you can become a martyr and just sacrifice yourself and put yourself out there like sheep's lambs to slaughter. Okay, or become a wolf's in sheep's clothing and use religion as a way of cooing the masses of asses. That's how I see it. But of course, guess what? I'm not your average man. I'm not your Peter. I try to keep it down to 10 minutes. I'm doing a goddamn good job. I just posted this goddamn picture of my wife. And I was like, I seen this picture and she looked just like my wife. My wife was like from Ethiopia, okay? As I told you before, I'm a prodigy. I traveled to Ethiopia and I'm only interested in virgins, okay? If a female's not a virgin, she gotta pay up. Or at least do polygyny or some shit like that. She gotta be on isolation chamber and shit, okay? But anyway, that's another subject. So I posted this picture and shit. She looked just like my wife if that wasn't her face. Because my wife's face looked kind of innocent, but her true identity looks just like the picture. Have you ever encountered that before? Where you see a picture of actually who a person looks like actually, but when you look at their face, they don't look like that. And I told my wife, I said, you are a very ugly person, okay? And I told her, I said, if you want to be a nice person, you should listen to me because I'm more educated than you are. And on top of that, you already said that you was interested in education, but you tried to lie. Now you're dying, okay? Most women in the world die quickly because of the fact that they are liars. They hold secrets and stuff. And women are the number one liars and narcissists. We should know this. But this is beside the point. I digress here. Education is very fucking important. Discipline is very fucking important. And if you come across the people as crazy, you better be wearing a mask like me, because I wear a fucking mask. True people who know me know I'm talking the truth. Only a few elite knows me, and that's how I like to keep it. And though when I do Monty's Nas 5, it's not even gonna be named Monty's Nas 5. I'm gonna try to do something more professional for the people. I'm just gonna talk about simple things and simple topics and simple questions, okay? And I'm just gonna break it down for them, okay? But most people don't think long term. Okay, you understand what I'm saying? They don't think long term. They don't sit there and have inquisition within themselves. They just don't. This is why I'm gonna say this. This is why the COVID is great. This is why most people must die. Because when women overproduced or they wish to exploit their sexuality uncontrollably, just like a male too, okay, then the world has to go, it has to be suppressed. And the best way to suppress it is do whatever they have to do. The oligarchies and the Zionists and shit. They have to use viruses and shit. The Chinese, what the wait? You got to do everything you possibly can to keep the population numbers down, because the more this population in the world, the more the earth is dying. You fucking parasites. You fucking parasites are everywhere. And it's hard to shoot you a fucking way. It shoots you away. But what can I do? I'm just fucking one man. I'm just fucking one man. That's me. I'm not fucking another man. But I'm just trying to make it as real as possible, okay? You know what I'm saying? I'm not no Peter Pan, man. I'm just trying to tell you. Learn to be educated, self-focused on anecdotal information rather than scientific bias, which you have not even done any research on. Okay, get educated. Start asking questions like, okay, if there was a God, can't he just appear in front of you? Okay, if there was a God in a human body, can you give me it? There's no evidence for none of that stuff. And you can't immediately go to the countries that you want to see it. So why make speculations about anything? We're in the physical body. We're in a prison planet. You can't just leave your body at will. Why do people constantly, don't even ask questions? They don't have a thought to ask. They just believe. And this is why I believe that there's a whole lot of ideologies created to keep most of the people in check, okay? Because if you don't, you'll just have a contagious disease. Liberalism is a mental disorder. That's from Michael Savage. Okay, yeah, sure. The most hardest, tough love individuals in the world are those who are educated. And though sometimes we may make mistakes, it's very rare, okay? Because you gotta really ponder about something. Is there such thing as an atom? Is there such thing as a proton? Even though I've never seen it before. These questions must be pondered in the head, but it's not. So you just believe, okay? But anyway, that's all I really wanted to say. So this video is called Education versus Ideology, okay? And this it doesn't really go no further than that, okay? When people make up things, it does help. It's called a great evil for a greater good. And you have to understand this. Now, you got to be careful, be very specific on what you're talking about. Like me being a sadist and a Satanist at the same time makes me a better person than most people. Because people don't even ask questions. They don't even know what a Satanist is. They don't even know what a sadist is. Even if I told them the definition and I showed, they will automatically assume that I'm worshiping the devil. And I don't worship the devil. That's a fictitious character. I've never seen him before, but I talk to him all the fucking time. But let me just get off on out here. Get off out here now. I gotta do my educational English class. I do not have an accent when I speak. Do you notice that? What you doing, man? What you doing? What you doing? I don't want, please. That's why I teach dynamic English. And you peoples, you come to my English classes, and thank you very much for listening, brothers and sisters of Land Ducky. You have a nice fucking day. I love the animals more than human beings, and I did not fuck the animals. Bye bye. Bye bye.